Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. And if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. It will let you know when I'm doing these kind of videos. So let's get into the energy of where you are right now. What are you feeling right now? What is happening for you right now? What do you need to know? So I'm going to work with the Animal Dreaming Oracle cards first of all. I don't want to have to look at the box to find out what they're called because I should know by now. I use them that much. Let's see what we have for you today. So where is your energy? We have abundance, the grey kangaroo. Now this one came out not that long ago. So there's something that you are aligning with to do with abundance. Now abundance doesn't have to be necessarily about money. It can also be just feeling rich in your life in general. Having an abundance of something means that you aren't lacking in that sense. So there's an area of your life where you are wanting to feel that abundance. Now, I feel like I'm talking to somebody that may have just recently turned 40, or you are in your 40s. But it's just, I've got this energy of something specifically about someone that's just turned 40. And I feel like there's something to do with Australia as well. Australia. I get told sometimes that I sound Australian when I do these videos. Do you think that? Ooh. And we have tantric as well. So this is kind of like harnessing that that creative energy, sexual energy, and utilizing that. So there's something that's happened to you recently that's kind of helping you to embody something refreshing, something new within yourself. It's almost like you've decided to really open up a new frequency, if that makes sense. So if you perhaps were in a job where you were working for somebody else, a boring job, and you getting really sick of it, you've been doing something as a personal development recently, and it's giving you the oomph now, the energy to actually say, I'm going to start my own venture now. I'm going to start doing this. And whatever it is that you've been doing, it is actually creating around you. I wouldn't be surprised if the 6 of Wands comes out here or the 9 of Pentacles. It's creating an aura around you, or an energy level, a vibration that is actually attracting this abundance to yourself. So you may have been working quite a lot around the root chakra. So if you don't know what I'm talking about there, we have energy centers through the body, and the root chakra is our energy that connects us to the earth. It's our stability, our security. It's the one that can be most affected by our younger years, experiences that we have, things that we go through. You've been doing some work around this kind of energy in your root chakra, and maybe even the sacral. So this could be working around relationships, security, trust, and it's aligning you with a vibration that is bringing in this abundance. Very good. And you may have been on this journey. It may have taken you like several years to reach where you feel you are right now. So let me just see what we have for you with the runes. What energy are we in here? Okay, we have Suolo. I will show you all of these in a moment. I'm just going to get all of them out first. Algiers. Okay, so you've been protecting something that you have been intending. So something that you've wanted to manifest, and you've been protecting it. You've been very defensive about it. And now you are ready to take the journey. You're ready to take a new journey in a way that you haven't before. And you've had to protect this. You've also had to set boundaries, I feel, with other people to protect this intention. And there is something about this want or need to be around the sun at this time. It's like that just makes you feel good. It just feels right for you. So you may have been working with sun power energy at this time, or you may have just been going to a lot of destinations and things where there's, it's quite hot. But that feels like what you're intending on here. So perhaps you are someone that's intending to go and move to Australia or something like that. But you've been protecting this particular idea, and it's not going away. And you are now starting to think, you know what, actually, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to move this energy. And it's interesting, Rado connects us to the lower chakra as well. especially the sacral chakra. So it's about taking responsibility. And I feel you've hit a point in your life where you're like, you know, nobody's coming to save me. Nobody's going to do this for me. I have to do it for myself. And you are harnessing that energy now of realizing, actually, I need to be truthful to myself and I need to have this experience. I need to get out there. So let's see what the cards are telling you on there. So what is this abundant energy that you are in right now? What story does it tell us for you? Let me see. Aha, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is like completion here. It's almost like this is the forever home that you're looking at. It's some way that you feel you can go and stay, bring up your children. You are looking at forever within this picture. This is what you're looking at now. And it's been there for a while, I feel. This idea, this want, this desire, it's been there for a little while now. And you have been working towards it, manifesting it. And there's a lot of healing work that's gone into this as well. There's a lot of healing work that has now thrown you into this desire for taking this journey. Can you hear the magpies out there? There's something about magpies that could be significant to you. Magpies to me are about seeing the beauty within the pain. So you've been through some painful experiences, and the most that you've taken from those experiences has been how you haven't felt safe in some particular situations. And there's also been a lot to do with an imbalance in sexual needs or desires as well. Whereas you're starting to realise now something a bit more balanced, something that is permanent, balanced, and is on that frequency of bringing more abundance to you. What else do we have on that? Yeah. You've been quite fed up over thinking about this, or perhaps over the past 3 years especially, you've just been a little bit like, I don't really know where I'm going. You haven't been aligned with that flow of abundance, and it's been a little bit up and down, especially on a financial level. I feel it's been a little bit up and down on there. And now you're starting to align yourself with like, yeah, I can see that this is the year for me. This is the year I'm going to make things happen. I'm going to make that change. Whoa. And this is because something stepped into your life that's shown you unconditional love. Something has stepped in here that has actually helped you to feel balanced and quite secure and connected in your root chakra. Now, for some of you, this could actually be a signal of the conception of a conception of a baby, rather. Now, that could be an idea. It doesn't have to be an actual baby, but for some of you, this is a pregnancy. And this is something that's making you feel like, you know, there is this new life coming in, and you want to protect that. You want to bring it into the world in a beautiful place. There is something about there being a want for a unit here, and something that feels safe and protected. What else do we have? It's taken you a little while. I'd say over the past 5 months, you've been quite stuck up in your head about this. And you know that there's something that needed to be released, something that needed to go, but it's been a difficult challenge for you to do that. It's taken its time. Now I'm sensing and feeling someone going for a walk around by a waterfall or something like that. There's a sense of water, definitely, but there's something about a waterfall, and you had maybe an idea of like, I've got to let this go. I'm feeling like I need to let this go. This has to go. What else do we have? More of that abundance, more of that security, and just feeling something that is sturdy, loyal, and there's just this beautiful energy coming from this. There is something about it though that kind of really embodies some aspects within you that are to do with sexuality, and it's about you getting into your feelings. It's about you getting into how you feel, movement, understanding those feelings and actually settling into them and feeling safe within them. Whereas before, I feel like you didn't really drop into those places didn't really understand them, but now you're allowing yourself to, and you've started to feel this real like unconditional love. You feel something there. What else do we have for you? I'm just going to shuffle a bit on here. So what challenges, are there any challenges around this at this time for you? Is there anything that you feel is a challenge? Okay, so the challenge here could be to do with an offer of love. It could be to do with romance, maybe someone coming towards you romantically and you're not sure how to handle that or deal with that. But for most of you, I feel that this is actually dropping into really expressing yourself on an emotional level to somebody, and allowing yourself to really show how you feel, because it feels like there's somebody or something in your life that brings you this abundance, that brings you this energy, that balances something that wasn't healed in you before, but now feels like it's becoming more healed through the experience that you're having here. And it's bringing an energy of wanting something very stable. But the challenge here is about expressing that, I feel. Why is it a challenge to express that? Okay. Maybe this is because you feel you've had this realization, but maybe someone else hasn't. You know, you've had a realization about what it is that you want. And this is about somebody significant in your life. But maybe there's a fear that they haven't had that same realization as you. Yeah, because you feel almost like very, very tempted towards this person. You've lied to yourself a few times to try and pull back a little bit. There's something very strong in this energy that pulls you in, and that's fearful for you because you haven't felt like that before, and you perhaps fear that that's just temptation or there's something dicey about it. But it's actually because you're not used to a balance in giving and receiving, but now you're starting to get that balance. And this is you opening up to, actually, this isn't manipulation. This isn't gaslighting or anything else, or, you know, something, a trap or red flag or anything like that. This is actually what balance feels like. And it's funny because it's got these two colours here. This colour represents the root chakra and this one represents the sacral chakra. Somebody has opened up their sacral chakra to you. They have opened up their feelings to you. And I feel like that's kind of scared you a little bit. It's made you step back a bit. But now you're starting to feel actually how that makes you feel safe. How that makes you feel balanced, that somebody can be so expressive so easily to you, whereas maybe you haven't had that before. Two of Wands. So this is kind of throwing you into needing to make a choice, make a decision. And I feel like you have made a decision here, and there's definitely something about moving somewhere else or traveling somewhere else. There's something about going to somewhere that is hot. So I'm talking about, it could be like below the equator here, that feels like the kind of place that you want to go to, that you want to be. But I feel like you want to go with this person, or you want to create this abundant life with somebody else. And you know who that is. Again, another card that signals travel. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the wheel is turning in your favour, basically. The things that you want. There's a gamble going on here. There's a change. There is something that is fated. Okay. So this is kind of like showing you that what you're looking for here is there's a change to it. It's almost like your mind has changed over something here. And it's actually aligned you with a greater fate, this abundant energy. You're going in the right direction. Allow these changes to occur because they feel very, very significant for you, very good for you. And again, another card, this card and this card together are very symbolic of an energy of something that you want to invest in, something that you want long term. This is a commitment. There's a real commitment going on here. And because of that commitment, it's actually repaired something or healed something within your sacral and your root. And because of that, it's making you feel more stable within yourself, regardless of anybody else around. You've become more stable in yourself because you've been honest. You've started to really hone in on actually what it is that you want and what makes you feel good. Okay, what else do we have for you? So what do you need to focus on then at this time? Because it feels like you've got this going on in your head, but is it actually happening for real? There's something that I feel you need to discuss. You need to, perhaps there's been a disagreement here. Maybe one person wants one thing, one person wants another, and there's been sort of like a bit of a mismatch in agreement. So there needs to be an aligning and a matching up of what people want. You know, needle and thread is needed within this, and some emotional intelligence as well. So it feels like there's an opportunity to really open up and express the love, express the feelings. And by doing that, you are really opening up to support and love and emotional intelligence, basically. There's a lot of communication that needs to go on here. Yeah. So someone's been alone in their head quite a bit, but now it's time to step out of that hermit mode. Yeah. Collaborate. There's a celebration going to happen here with yourself and another. And I always like the Three of Cups because it's like the union of two people, and the third one is like spirit. So there's something being divinely guided here. If you've, you know, when they say like, you know, things will come back to you if they're meant to be for you. I do feel that you kind of have been orbiting each other's lives, and then suddenly something's happened but that intention's always been there, but there's been a boundary around it. But now it's time to take that journey. And there's an element here of like someone feeling like, I don't know, it's almost like someone feels that they're too immature or don't have the maturity level to be able to enter into this. Or, you know, it's almost like you know, if you're going big in business kind of thing, but you feel like, bro, I don't really know anything, or they're all going to think I'm not as business minded as the rest of them, that kind of thing. There's an energy here of you feeling maybe sometimes like you don't fit this particular want or desire or intention that you're heading into, but you manifested it. And so far what you've manifested, it's ringing true, isn't it? You've got to have the courage and be bold enough to make this happen in your life. There is something very, very strong going on here. I keep seeing something about necklaces as well. So I don't know if there's a necklace or something like that that's significant with this, that maybe brings you stability. Perhaps you wear something that's quite like a heavy kind of stone energy. So like I'm getting tourmaline, black tourmaline, or hematite, you know, like the very grounding sort of energy. So heavy, dark, and there's something about that. I don't know whether you've cleansed a necklace recently or something, but it's feeling like it's going to help you with that staying stable, but having the courage to move forward. So, I was just literally thinking then, what is the outcome here? And the Ten of Cups just flew out. Again, another energy of this is like a wish fulfillment, and along with the Ten of Pentacles on there as well. Somebody here is really wanting this sort of like family unit kind of life, bringing things together, bringing family together. It's making you feel more stable and steady, and it's something that you are wishing for. And I feel like that's being fulfilled, but you have to take a chance. You have to take a leap of faith on it for this to happen in your life. You've got to really want this to make it happen. So let's get your final outcome, shall we? Final outcome is the Four of Wands. Now, sometimes this can be classed as a marriage card. So it's the stability within this as well. There's so much stability entering your life right now in an abundant way, in a way that is satisfying on many, many levels. It's more satisfying than you've ever received before on every aspect. This is a brilliant reading. So if this resonates with you at all, with where you were feeling like your life is going, but you're not sure where it's coming from, or maybe you're a bit stuck on the way forward, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading, and we can go into this a lot deeper and see what we can help you with, how we can help you to move forward a little bit more. I'm also beginning, you will see a post on here about my Facebook group that I've just started as well. And this Facebook group I'm doing every Friday morning at 11:11. We're going to meet for a coffee, and I will do a short meditation, and we'll look at some runes and tarot cards as well. You can express anything that is going on in your day that you might want some support with or guidance with as well. And there'll be the opportunity as well, if you want to ask any questions and get any feedback or anything like that, then that's available to you as well. And as always, my details are down in the description box, so please do get in touch. If you do feel like sending me a donation, my PayPal details are down there as well, but it's not expected. And I will speak to you all again very soon. Blessed be.